What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. 40 Smith & Wesson ammo test series continued with a twist. We always do a low light testing after we get through 5 different ammos. So example, ammos 1 through 5, we do that testing and then we do low light testing on those 5. We take 2 rounds of each one of those ammunitions. We run it through one of the firearms. This one in particular is a Smith & Wesson M&P 40 Smith & Wesson Gen 1 or 1.0 with a 4.25 inch barrel. What we're doing is we're trying to see how this ammunition that we just shot in these tests will perform in low light conditions or no light conditions. We've let it get real dark. You guys, hopefully if the cameras work out and we catch the frames right, you guys will see a flash. I'm going to do 2 shots just to make sure we catch it and maybe average it out if something's a little bit different. I sometimes see things a little bit differently from my perspective, so I'll try to describe it and then you guys are going to see it from your perspective. Now we do this because there's sometimes the thought pattern that maybe you might be blinded a little bit, at least temporarily blinded or disoriented if you were to have to discharge your firearm in a defensive situation in low to no light. So it's important for some people it's not important, or they don't think that it's an issue. However, companies a lot of times will advertise that they use low light or flash suppressant powders to try to mitigate this situation. We want to see if ammos 1 through 5 does that. Ammos 1 through 4 are going to be Underwood. Ammo number 5 will be a Barnes loading. So I'm going to read my hand so I can tell you in order what they're going to be. Everything will be on the screen, but we will be doing Underwood 4 in a row. That'll be the 155 grain XDP, followed by the 100 grain Xtreme Defender, followed by the 140 grain Xtreme Penetrator, then the 140 grain Maximum Expansion. That's an interesting one. Then we're going to the Barnes TAC XPD, I believe it's called PD, yep. And that's a solid copper hollow point. We're gonna see how all these perform. Like I said, 2 shots, and that's about it. We're just gonna take a look at it and describe it, and that's what this test consists of. Camera guy's gonna have the light on me as I prepare in between shots here and there, and then he's gonna turn the light out, and we're just gonna take the shots. We have 10 shots lined up in the magazine all in a row, 2 shots of each, and this is the same order we did the tests in so that it's not confusing. 2 shots, starting with a 155 grain XTP. So I'm just seeing an orange glow. I'm seeing a little bit of spark come out. Not bad at all. All right, let's move on to the 100 grain Xtreme Defender. Now that's a copper bullet. That might do something a little bit different. Let's see. From my perspective, that was the same type of flash. Not too bad at all, actually. A little bit of an orange glow, some sparks going past it. Now we're doing another solid copper, but that will be the 140 grain Xtreme Penetrator. Not surprising that all the Underwoods are looking the same. They're probably using the same kind of powder, especially at 40 cal. Now we're going for the 140 grain Maximum Expansion. That one might be a little bit different powder or a different amount of powder. It's a lower velocity round, and actually it's very much more mild, I'd say, fire pattern in my opinion. It seems more forward. It's not so wide. It's more conical and forward. I do see more sparks versus the orange. Let's move on to the Barnes TAC XPD and see what they do. Actually, those were the most mild of all. That barely registered. I mean, in my eyes, it was just a low light orange glow. That's not too bad at all. All of these ammunitions, in my opinion, would be suitable in a low light condition. We have seen some in our previous tests, especially 10mm, especially with SIG ammunition. SIG's a good ammunition, but it is pretty bright. So that's all there is to this test. It's just that simple. When we go through the next ones, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, we'll do it all over again. You can look back through our low light playlist. We've done this with a couple different cartridges in a couple different calibers. So check that out if this interests you. Hope you liked this video. Hope to see you at the next video. And until then, stay safe, have fun, and keep shooting. Maybe try your guns at night.